Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is going to be a message labeled for February 20th because I'm posting it in time for the 20th where I am. Happy birthday to all the February 20th babies out there. And happy birthday to you on whatever random day you may stumble upon this video if it's your birthday on that day. I'm setting the intention this be a message for the next 24 hours from whenever you see it. As I said, it's labeled for the 20th because that's when I'm posting it, but setting the intention that it be a message for you whenever you happen to see the video. The card we have coming up, my darlings, is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands comes up in a couple of different ways. It can come up in the way that something is almost complete, like you don't want to give up now. You've come so very far. It would be such a shame to give up. It's like there's this invisible finish line, and you're like just one more step away from it, and you don't realize where it's at. And you're like, oh, I'm tired. I don't want to do anymore. And it's like, oh, you're so close. You don't want to give up on this right now. So Nine of Wands can sometimes come up to encourage us and to tell us, like, you have no idea how close you are to the accomplishment. You have no idea how close you are to being finished. Just keep going, okay? The other message here with Nine of Wands can be that we feel a little bit uncertain about who or what to let in. So you might be in an energy where you're wanting to put yourself out there. And it can be in any area of life. It could be in terms of friendships, business, romance, all of the above, for some of you. And you're like, I really want to get out there and I want to just have opportunities and experiences. But there's this fear. There's this fear of, what if I choose the wrong thing? What if I let the wrong person in? And Nine of Wands just reminds you this is not your first rodeo. Every one of these wands here in this dirt behind him belongs to somebody who tried to take him out, who came up to him and tried to fight him. He's not without injury. He's got this bandage around his head, but he's still standing. He's still alert. And every one of those challenges, he won. He won, and he has this tool, he has this experience, and so there's absolutely positively nothing new under the sun anybody can come at you with. You've seen every lie, every dirty little trick in the book, every manipulation. You have so much experience. And so the Nine of Wands says, as long as you're paying attention and allowing your experience to guide you, you're not going to trust the wrong person. You're not going to let the wrong thing in. You're going to know, I've seen this before. I've seen this before. I know how this one ends. No, thank you. Not interested in a rerun. Not going to do that one over. So it could be a good time to pay attention to certain people or situations that might be reminding you of people or situations in the past that ended in an unpleasant way. Maybe you're going out on a date and you're talking to this person. You're like, oh my gosh, they remind me so much of that one ex that was going around behind my back and trying to sleep with all my friends. And they were being so shady. And pay attention to that. Your intuition is saying, oh, I recognize this energy. This person's energy is very similar to that other person's energy. Or other situation. Your intuition's letting you know, no, we know this. Your intuition's already sniffing it out. You already know. So trust it and stay alert and pay attention. Pay attention to red flags. Pay attention to people who feel familiar or similar to previous experiences that you don't want to repeat. And you'll be able to weed those out and allow in the good stuff. Allow in the new stuff, the new energy. Intuitively, I feel like some of you are about to do something that's going to really rock the boat within your circle and within your family. But I also feel it's something you've really been manifesting, something you've really been calling in. It could be a relationship, and this particular person may be aligned with your authentic self, your true self. Sometimes I talk about it in the videos where we're trying to manifest a partner, but we're trying to manifest what we've been conditioned to want, right? So you might be saying like all of these really specific things because you've been taught that this is going to be the ideal partner for you. But somewhere you may have woken up and said, wait a minute, that's not what I want. That's not going to be fun for me. That's not going to be security for me. And so you may have manifested a significant soulmate, a significant life partner that honors your authenticity, and that can upset people in your life because hey, this is not what we do here. This is not like us. This person is not like us. So some of you, it could be a relationship that's causing an upset. For some of you, it could be some career path that you're choosing or a life path that you're choosing, or maybe even a religious conversion, or changing political affiliations. You just may be doing something that you're like, this is true to me. This is true to my heart. I honor this. This honors me. But I feel like it's creating commotion. It's creating some friction. And again, the Nine of Wands tells us to protect what we've worked for. You've worked for this. You've worked to manifest this. You've worked to heal yourself and build yourself up and get yourself to this position. You've worked so hard. Why push something away? So this brings us to the other aspect of protection. Okay? There's a reason why we call something defense and why something we call offense, right? Offense is going to be more aggressive, right? Just like more aggressive. When you're in the defense position, you don't need to move. You don't need to shout or yell, or all you just need to do is stay in that position. Hold your position down. So for those of you who are experiencing disagreements or conflicts, or just people are like, what in the heck are you doing right now? You don't have to justify anything. You don't have to explain anything. I understand how you feel. I know what your opinions are on this situation. I respect your opinion. I respect your feelings. And that's it. End of discussion. We don't have to have conversations that aren't going to go anywhere. I know you don't like this. I understand that. But this is what's right for me and this is what I'm doing. End of discussion. We don't have to fight. We don't have to yell. We don't have to argue. We don't have to defend or try to reason or try to convince. Take all of that energy and put it into you being happy. Put it into growing this new opportunity or this new thing that's come into your life. Feed the good thing instead of fighting the opposition. Put your energy towards what you want. So that being said, in terms of defending yourself or protecting something, you don't have to exhaust yourself. You don't have to tire yourself out. And you don't have to go in for battle. You don't have to go in for battle. You can just block the blows and eventually they're going to tire out. That works verbally too, right? Sometimes somebody's coming at us and we can just let them get the wind out of their sails. Just let them talk, let them talk, let them rant, let them go on and on and on and on and on. And you're just listening. And you can say, okay, I heard you. I heard you. So what you're telling me is, and you just repeat back what they said to you. Yeah, that's what I said. Okay, well, all right. Then what? We just, okay, I heard you. I understand that. Okay, I heard that. And you just let them run out of steam. You don't have to tire yourself out. I hope that makes sense. I hope that that's helpful. You may want to check out the forecast for 2023 if you haven't already. There are not weekly forecasts up this week, but I will be on Monday evening, and I'll do some card pulls And then maybe potentially on Tuesday, I may come on live again in the evening, and I'll post like what time I'm gonna be on in the community tab. I'll come on and maybe I'll do some pendulum readings. I don't think I've ever done pendulum readings on the channel, but it might be a interesting little thing to do. I'll come on and I'll do the pendulum readings maybe on Tuesday night. The weekly forecast, I'm backed up. I had so many internet issues, and it's just been one thing after another. I'm not gonna go into like family stuff, but it's been crazy. But out of respect for their privacy, I'm not gonna like go and like spill anybody's tea or anybody's business. Um, but I thank you all for being patient and still being here and receiving the messages. And I hope that you all have a fabulous day. And if you would like to schedule a private reading with me, link in the description will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. Take care, my darlings.